We are doing worksheet BA today. Once you've taken it out of your HBR file, write your name, your class, and today's date. Okay, let's take a look at question 1. It says that we need to find the lengths of the unknown sides of these figures. And we must remember to write our units whenever needed. Okay, and they have told us that all lines meet at right angles. That means the shapes here are made up of either squares and or rectangles. Okay, let's take a look at 1A. Now, we need to find two things in question 1A. First, we need to find the length of ED. And I'm going to highlight ED is over here, this one here. And we need to find CD. CD is this one over here. Okay, let's do ED first. Now, how do we know how long ED is? Let's take a look at the line BC. This one here is 8 cm. Now, you can see that you can cut BC into two parts. The first part, I'm going to use green, is AF. You can bring AF down like this. So from B until this dotted line is the same length as AF. And then ED, you can also bring it down and you'll fit to the other part of BC. So actually, the line BC is equal to AF plus ED. This 4 cm plus this unknown length of ED will equal to the line BC. So what do we need to find? We are finding ED, right? This is our question mark. So I can say that ED is equal to BC minus away AF. That's why the working over here is written as 8 minus 4. And what is 8 minus 4? 4. So ED is 4 cm. So you can see that this 4 cm of ED, 4 cm, plus AF, which is also 4 cm, you add them up, will equal to this whole line here, BC. Okay, now let's move on to the line CD. How do we find the line CD? I'm also going to see, okay, we can see that the long line AB, this one here, can be broken up into two parts. One is actually CD, which is what we need to find. And how do I know that? CD, if I bring it over to the left, is actually making up this part of the line AB. And the other part here, where can I find that? It's actually from here. FE, if I bring it across, it can fit nicely here. So I can see that AB, this long line here, is made up of FE and CD. And we need to find CD. This is our question mark. So to find CD, I can actually take AB minus away FE. And that's why the working here is 6 minus 2. Because AB is 6 cm, and I take away FE, which is 2 cm. And I get my question mark of how many cm? 4. Because 6 minus 2 equals to 4. Okay. Now let's move on to question B. I need to find the lines KL, which is over here, and I need to find HI, which is over here. Okay, so same thing like question 8, we need to find out where all the lines can fit. So first, let's find KL. So KL, I can bring it over to the right and it will fit this part of JI. So KL is a part of JI. And I can see that GH, if I bring it to the right also, it will make up the other part. So actually, the line JI is equal to KL plus GH. I know the length of JI and I know the length of GH, so I can find KL. KL equals to JI minus away GH, which is equal to 5 here minus away 2. And that will give me 3. So KL equals to 3 cm. Okay, next, let's find HI, which is this long thing. Okay, so HI can also be broken up into two parts. One, I can take here KJ and I bring it down. It'll fit nicely here, this part of HI. And the other part here is actually the same as GL, bring it down. And how long is GL? We know it's 3 cm, see here. And KJ is 4 cm. So I can say that HI is equal to KJ plus GL. So that is 4 because KJ is 4 cm plus GL, which is 3 cm. And that will equal to 7. So HI equals to 7 cm. Okay, now let's move on to question C. Okay, again, we have two things to find. One is PQ, which is this small one here, and then MN, which is this one at the side here. So PQ, same thing as the first two questions. We're going to find where we can bring things down. So, and we see what we have. So what we have is this NO. We know the NO is 5 meters. So can we break these 5 meters down into other smaller sections? Yes, we can. First, I'm going to take this MT and bring it down. Okay, can you see? I'll bring this down. I'm sorry. It will be this part of NO. And then this is also another 2 meters, which I can bring down here. So here is 2 meters, because we know it's here, from MT. And this part here is also 2 meters, because I know that it's from SR, can bring it down. And this last section, the small part, is actually QP if I bring it down. So NO, this line, is equal to MT plus SR plus QP. And in order to find QP, I can take NO minus away MT minus away SR. And that's how I get 5 minus 2 minus 2. Because NO is 5, and I'm going to take away this part, 2 meters, this part, 2 meters, and I'll get the last part here. So 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. So PQ is actually 1 meter. And then I need to find MN. This one here at the side. How do I find MN? I can try to break down again also. So if I cut it in the middle here, like that, I can see that this section is equal to here, where at TS can fit, like this part of TS can fit into this part of MN until here. And the other section, I can look across and I see that this height here is 2 meters. I bring it across and it will fit here. So MN is actually this ST of 2 meters, adding up this other height here of 2 meters. That's how I get 2 plus 2. And 2 plus 2 is 4. So MN is 4 meters. Okay, now let's move on to question D. Okay, question D, we need to find EF, which is over here, this small one. And we need to find FG, which is over here, this FG. Okay, let's find EF first. EF. EF, if I bring it across, is actually this part of the line AB. Okay, so I need to find this part. How do I find this long part and this other part? Let me look across. Because I know that AB is 12 meters, right? So I can use this to find my unknown at EF. So the top, if I bring it across, I see that it's actually the same length as HG. So HG can be brought across. Like this part here is the same as this part here. Then the other part, this one here, if I look across, is the same length as DC. So DC is equal to this part. So let me write it out. I can say that AB, this long 12 meters, is equal to HG plus FE, or we can say it's EF also, plus DC. Because AB is made up of 3 parts: HG, EF, and DC. So in order to find my unknown, which is EF, I can say that EF is equal to AB minus away HG minus away DC. So that means it's equal to 12 minus away HG, this one, 6 minus 6 minus away this other one here, which is 3. Okay. 12 minus 6 is 6, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So EF is 3 meters. Okay, now to find FG. How do I find FG? Okay, let me see where I can fit FG onto the figure. I need to work with things that I know. So one other length that I know is here, AH is 12 meters. So I want to see how I can fit FG in. And I actually can. I can bring FG up into AH. So it will cut off here. So this part of AH is equal to FG. Now what do I do with this other part? I look around and I see, okay, this section is 6 meters. And I can bring it up and it will fit nicely over here. So that means in order to find FG, I can actually take AH, which is 12, minus away this, I don't want this part, right, of 6 meters, and I can find my unknown FG. So 12 minus 6 is 6. That means FG is 6 meters.